The lack of sleep in the people of the United States cost our country around $411 billion per year, according to sleepadvisor.org. Everyone sleeps, but most of us take it for granted. To prepare for this speech, I researched many different aspects of sleep and how it affects our health. This speech covers what sleep is and why it is important that we get enough of it. I will explain what sleep is and its stages, why it is important for our health, and address a few common sleep conditions. Everyone sleeps, but do we know exactly what sleep is? Sleep is simply a reduced state of responsiveness where the body and mind have time to recover and heal for the next day, according to Britannica Academic in an article about sleep. There are two different kinds of sleep: rapid eye movement sleep and non-rapid eye movement sleep. REM sleep, or rapid eye movement sleep, is the period of sleep when a person dreams. The eyes move rapidly during this stage, giving it its name. While the body is in REM sleep, there is little to no muscle tone, besides the diaphragm, which allows us to breathe. Non-rapid eye movement sleep is classified into 3 stages. These stages are simply named Stage 1, Stage 2, and Stage 3. During Stage 1, a person will be drowsy. This is the stage of sleep when a person transitions into sleep. Stage 2 is the first official stage of sleep. In this stage, slow waves begin to appear. The third and final stage of non-rapid eye movement sleep is a deeper sleep, and in this stage, the slow waves become more abundant. Throughout the night, the body switches between non-rapid eye movement sleep and rapid eye movement sleep. For the first 70 to 90 minutes of a person's sleep cycle, they go through the 3 stages of non-rapid eye movement sleep. Then the cycle begins between REM sleep and non-rapid eye movement sleep. As the night goes on, the amount of time a person spends in REM sleep gradually increases. On an average night, a person spends about 25% of its time in REM sleep and the other 75% of it in non-rapid eye movement sleep. While a person is sleeping, their sleep can be considered light and deep. Since non-rapid eye movement sleep has 3 stages, they are each classified into different levels of how light or deep they are. The first stage is considered light sleep because it is at the beginning of a person's sleep cycle and they haven't fallen into a deep sleep yet. Stages 2 and 3 are considered deep sleep because it is far along into a person's sleep cycle and the body is less aware of its surroundings. Many people think that REM sleep is considered deep sleep, but it's actually considered light. This is because of the eye's movements and the body's responsiveness during REM sleep. Now that we know a little bit more about what sleep is, why is it so important that we get enough of it? For every age, there is a recommended amount of sleep that a person needs. I will show it to you in this table. Infants spend about 16 out of the 24 hours in a day sleeping, including the naps that they take. Toddlers need about 11 to 14 hours of sleep in a day, including their naps. Preschoolers, which is ages 3 to 5, need about 10 to 13 hours of sleep a day, including their naps, although a small percentage of 4 to 5-year-olds nap. School-age kids need about 9 to 11 hours of sleep per night. Adolescents need about an average of 8.5 hours of sleep per night. Young adults need at least 7 hours of sleep a night, but more doesn't hurt. Adults need about 7 to 9 hours of sleep, and it is recommended for elderly to get around 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Sleep is especially important for children and adolescents, although many adolescents only get less than 7 hours of sleep per night, and their recommended amount is 8.5. This can lead to health problems and, in severe cases, sleep disorders. Sleep allows the body to heal and prepare for the next day. Getting enough sleep is very important, and not getting enough can lead to sleep-related illnesses. It is estimated that 50 to 70 million people in the United States suffer from a sleep-related illness, according to sleepadvisor.org. Sleep deprivation is a condition where a person doesn't get enough sleep at night. There are many different variations of sleep deprivation. This condition can be chronic or short-term and can vary widely in its seriousness. Not getting enough sleep can lead to many other health problems, as shown in this visual. Some of them include mood changes, hallucinations, and memory loss, to name a few. Sleep apnea is a condition where a person's breathing pauses during their sleep, and this is considered a respiratory condition. There are 3 different kinds of sleep apnea: obstructive, central, and mixed, which is a combination of both. Sleep apnea can be treated in a few ways. One of the most common is a mask, shown in this picture, which keeps air flowing throughout a person's body during the night. Other options may include weight loss, a dental retainer to hold the airways open, and in severe cases surgery, but this is seldom recommended, according to Michael Polkey in his article about sleep apnea. Restless leg syndrome, or RLS, and periodic limb movement disorder, PLMD, are movement-related sleep disorders. RLS and PLMD are considered sleep disorders and because they disrupt and affect a person's sleep schedule. RLS and PLMD can be treated with medications. With all the stress in our world, sleep can be hard enough to find. Suffering from one of these illnesses is just one more factor into why people don't get enough sleep at night. Now that we know a little bit more about the aspects of sleep, specifically the parts of sleep and what it is, why sleep is important for our health, and knowledge of a few common sleep disorders, sleep allows us to leave behind the troubles of one day and begin the next with a fresh start. Thank you for listening.